We are now going to talk about the order of operations. The order of operations are very important in solving math problems because it will change the answer completely if you do not follow the correct order. And so we're going to go through on how to solve the order of operations. So you may have heard of order of operations before, but it is you need to simplify a numerical expression. Numerical expression would be something with numbers. Means to find its value. When there are several operations, there's a certain order they are done in order to make sure everyone gets the same answer. Because if you didn't do it in the order of operations, you get a different one. We use the order of operations to find the value of a numerical expression with more than one operation. So now, the order of operations, I've always heard it as Pemdas, but I've also heard Pemdas. So we'll go through what that actually means. So the first one is the P. The P is the parentheses or brackets. Parentheses are the curved little things. The brackets have like a little straight line with little lines on the top and the bottom. So if it's a parenthesis or a bracket, you need to do it. On top of that, you need to do everything inside that parentheses first before you move on. So that's a little bit different. And it kind of comes into play when you're doing your distributive property. You'll have to do the parentheses first, which means distributing it in. So after parentheses, we have an E. Well, we just talked about the E. The E is the exponents, and an exponent is just the something to a power, and you'll see that easily, but make sure you do the parentheses or the exponents next. So parentheses, exponents. Now, MD. This part can be tricky because you think, because it's Pemdas, you do multiplication then division. But that is not right. You multiply or divide from left to right. And they only do MD because it's easier to say Pemdas than Pemdas or something like that. So it could be, you could multiply first or divide. It just has to be from left to right. And then the last one, AS, same thing. It's going to be add or subtract from left to right. And make sure it is from left to right. So again, it's Pemdas, but it could be Pemdas, it could be Pemdas, but the add and subtract can be left to right, and so is the multiply and divide. Make sure you do that correctly. Now, when you have grouping, so I said parentheses and brackets. The other way is, here's the parentheses. You can have parentheses like this. You can also have a fraction bar where you have to do the top and the bottom separately. That's just something to add. Okay, so now we're going to go through a few examples. So when I am doing this, sometimes I like to write my Pemdas next to it so I remember what I'm doing. You can see that I don't have the best handwriting because I'm trying to write with my mouse, but you can see, okay. So P, do I have any parentheses? Nope, so I can cross it off. E, do I have any exponents? Nope, cross off. Multiply or divide? Ooh, I have a multiplication right here. So I'm going to write the 19 down because I'm not doing anything with it, minus 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and now I just have to subtract. Okay, that one was pretty easy. Okay, let's go over here. I like to write down the Pemdas again just because then I don't forget a step. Okay, is there parentheses? There is, so that means I'm going to do this first. So 24 plus 16 is going to be 40. So my P is gone, and then I need to keep my divide by 80. And then there's only one more step left, so just 40 divided by 8 is 5. Those are pretty simple. Okay, again, write down your Pemdas because it does help to write it down so you know, and you can just cross it off as you go. Okay. Parentheses. Do I have parentheses? Oh, I do. So I'm going to do this first. So I keep my 3 squared times 37 minus 8 is 29. Okay. Well, this one's going to be a tricky one. Now, E. Do we have any exponents? Yes, we do. So 3 times 3, not 3 times 2. So 3 times 3 is 9 times 29. Which I actually do not know what 9 times 29 is in my head, so I'm just going to quickly get my calculator, and I'm just going to go 9 times 29, and that's going to be 261. So I know you can also do it another way, but I'm just going to do it like that. It's pretty easy. Okay, that means we're all done. So I did my exponents, and then I did the multiplication. Okay, again, writing down my Pemdas just so I remember what the stages are. So I look. Is there parentheses? There are right here. So I'm going to do that first. So 25 plus 6 plus 1 is 7. I got to keep the parentheses just because I have an exponent there. So now it says exponents. Do I have an exponent? I do right here. It's 7 squared. So I'm going to do that next. So 25 plus 7 squared is 49 because it's 7 times 7. Remember, the big number tells you how many times, what you're multiplying, and the little number says how many times. And now we only have addition, so let's just add it up. 25 plus 49 is going to be 74 if I did my math right. So hopefully I did my math right on all of those, but I believe I did. And that's it. So that's how you do the order of operations. So remember, when you're doing it, the main thing you need to remember is that you need to go and you need to do your multiplication and division from left to right and your addition and subtraction from left to right. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye.